this community out there, which I found very generous. Everybody was so supportive and welcoming. It just really blew me away.
What makes us so different than other schools is that we're just not your typical school that's just going to teach you how to trade. We're going to go out there and be part of a family, be part of a team. We're looking for traders that we could trade together.
My name is Josh Levitin. I'm from Bethpage, New York, and I'm the senior instructor here at Cyber Trading University. What makes our on-site class so great, aside from the networking aspect of it all, just having our students meet each other for the first time, is the fact that myself and Fausto are very hands-on with our students in the sense of just being able to literally overlook their shoulder and watch their trade, what they're focused on from their platform.
Some news came out and the thing just popped.
While I can comment on what they should focus on online, they might not be able to understand that as well compared to having us right there in front of them.
I kind of like the idea of not being in front of a computer 8 hours a day, because I can't do that. So I kind of like the idea of doing it in the morning and then going to do all the other stuff I need to do.
Everyone that you thought was going to do that, you're going to have 9 losses versus 1 winner. Yeah, it's like, it's not worth it.
When I spoke to Fausto on the phone and he interviewed me, the thing he said the hardest thing for me to do would be to unlearn the things that I previously learned. And it turns out that's 100% true. And the stuff that I'm learning from him and from Josh and everybody has really made all the difference in the world in understanding what a day trader is and how it actually works.
Fausto and the staff at CTU University, they're really on top of everything. They give you good trade choices, and they keep you alert onto whatever's happening in the market at the time for the day.
Right, so we made a profit. What did I just say earlier? Just take the money and run, because guess what? If you didn't take it, how would you be doing right now? Now you're losing money. You're just trying to make that day's pay. That's all you're looking to do. You got it, you made it. Listen, for every stock that kept on going, for everyone that you thought was going to do that, you're going to have 9 losses versus 1 winner.
I don't think you're going to find a better support team in a stock trading business anywhere. That's why I'm here at the platinum level.
You know, a lot of people want to go out there and trade and don't know if it's for them or not. And guess what? That's okay, because it's not. And the thing you have to look at is you have to find a mentor, you have to find a school, you have to sample a couple of things with a couple of schools out there, do a couple of classes, and you make the choice. But don't make the biggest mistake that people make. Go out there and be part of 90%, maybe even higher, of the failure rate in today's industry, because people want to try it before they learn. I mean, would you ever want someone to work on your loved ones that never went to med school? Or how about just giving your finance money to some financial planner that never learned finance? We are no different, but you are on the right path. The right path is you should be doing it on your own. And by doing it on your own, you need a mentor to show you how to do it. And that's what you're going to get here at Cyber Trading University. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me just get a little chat back. If you could hear me loud and clear. This is Fausto. Good to see you all. Hope everybody can see the webcam. Just give me a little chat back in the keyboard chat. Just want to blow up a couple of things over here. All right, good. All right, so anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My name is Fausto, and hopefully you like that little intro that we just had. Just remind me this. And what we're going to be talking about, I'm going to teach you how to trade today's volatile markets. I'm just bringing up really quick. I'm going to invite every single one of you in this trading room at the end of this presentation, okay? You could see right here of all the students, Jerry Jones just made 52 cents. You know, Neil, just worth watching at 18. You could see all these people are trading the stock, killing it in STSA. And let me just bring this over here so you can see the stock right here. If you watched me on YouTube, we were talking about this morning. The stock was at $24, lost an FDA approval. Stock opened up all the way down to $4 a share. $4. Look where it is right now, $8.23. The stock just keeps going higher. I'll even zoom up over here. You could see, look how gorgeous that stock looks. Gorgeous. Look how much Facebook, Tesla, Apple, they didn't even have this big volatility, big movement. This is what we do here at CyberTrading University, and this is why I'm here, and hopefully you're all here about to learn, because I'm going to show you how we find stocks like this every single day, okay? And that's what it's all about. So let me just let me minimize this and let me bring up today's proud presentation. Okay. So what I'm going to talk about is iceberg orders. Iceberg orders. And what are they? How do we find them? Well, you have to know why these things go up, why they go down, who runs them up, who runs them down. Now, I know a lot of you here, you probably wish you could have bought 1,000 shares of that stock this morning and paid $4,000 and sold it right now and got $8,000. You made a $4,000 profit. That is $1 million if you do that every day. And you know what? You don't need $1 million. Let's say you only got a fraction. You made only 1,000. You know, $250,000 is a great, great job. But you see this, you heard about it, you wonder where it came from. Well, this is what I'm about to teach you, and that's what it's all about. All right. By the way, you could watch, you could join us, and we just posted a link up there. If you could join us every morning at 9 a.m. and 2:30. So go out there, click us, like us, and join us, and be happy to do it. But the most important thing is, you know, how do we know about these stocks? Where did it come from? How did we know it was going to go up? That's what I'm here to talk about. So what we're about to learn, fellow traders, is I'm going to talk about, you know, how to find the stocks out there that are moving in today's markets. Remember, we're here to trade and make money. That's the only reason why we're here. Okay. We don't, you know, if you, whatever, personal feelings you have of a stock has nothing to do with it. Okay. It's not about being political. It's not about being, racist. It's not about being, hate this company, like this company. We're all part of the same family and the same team and the same policies. And that's just to make money. We don't care what we trade. We don't want to know what we want to trade. I don't care that the stock got hurt and the CEOs got crushed on that stock because of their FDA approval. That doesn't do anything for me. It's not going to stop me from buying it and making money, because I still got to put food on my table for my family. And that's why you guys are here. And I'm here to teach you all that stuff. But we're going to talk about, following the smart money. Is it, and then staying away from the dumb money when it comes down to it. I'm going to show you how to be a tape reader, which is what I am. Talking about, that trading is really a business and you have to treat it like a business. But to do that, I just want to give you a quick little bio about myself, about CyberTrading University. Please understand, this is not the Fausto show. We have a very big headquarters here in New York. We have several instructors. We got a big staff. And our goal is we're trying to find traders that we could teach that can make money with. That's really what it comes down to it. Okay. So if you think that you have it in you, then you're obviously in the right place. Because everyone at the end of this presentation is going to realize that you really are, this is for you or it's not for you. All right. But everyone's going to get access to join us in that trading room. Now, how I got into this business, you probably want to know. And let me tell you something. This is a great question to ask people. Okay. And I don't get offended by it, but people say, Fausto, if you're such a great trader, why do you teach? Are you here to make money on charging for courses? Are you here because you got an ego? Are you here? I mean, listen, there are a lot of people out there that are like that. And there are a lot of people that will do something as not a non-for-profit, but for a profit. Hey, colleges are in for profits, right? That's really what it comes down to. So how do they do that? Okay, why am I here? Well, I'll tell you why I'm here. I love trading. I love trading. I think it's the greatest job in the world with the whole COVID thing going on, sitting at home. Who wants to go take orders from somebody, go work for somebody, travel, this and that? This is the most prestigious job, in my opinion, in the industry. It really is. And it's the easiest way to get into this business. And I think a lot of you here know that. But the problem is everybody wants to try it, but no one wants to learn how to do it. So anyway, I was that ignorant 22-year-old kid 25 years ago. Okay. And
living here in New York, fortunately for me, I was trained by the best traders in the world, but I didn't know that until I lost a lot of money. Okay. Eventually I said, you know what? Why don't I just maybe go work for somebody? I mean, anybody here own a business? Anybody here own a business? A restaurant, plumbing, anything. Anyone here own a business? Good. A bunch of you did? Hairdressers? Okay, good. Now, think about this a second. Did you just wake up one morning and says, you know what? I want to open up a restaurant, painting company, Pedro. I mean, Pedro, even you, did you just wake up one morning and say, I want to be a painter? The guy painted my house. He's charged me I'm going to go paint myself too. That guy makes a lot of money. I'm going to do it myself. No, you know what you did? You went to work for somebody first, and then you learned the business. And then you said, you know what? It's time for me to go on my own, because I learned out of every stupid mistake that he made not to do, right? Your father introduced you into the industry, your father-in-law. Okay, exactly. So the point is, but you had to learn from someone. You had a mentor, right? So the reason why I bring this up is because when I stepped into a trading room, I was like, am I a moron? I mean, how do you not I didn't even know this stuff existed. Like, I didn't know there's tools out there that will show you where all the orders are. Who doesn't want to know that, right? Like, think about it. Would you want to go out there and, and I'll use Pedro as an example, but could you like, Pedro, would you go out there and buy paint and only place you would go to is Home Depot? Or would you say, oh, no, you have to go to a special paint store. They're better. And they'll give me a better deal. You don't want to deal with the Tom, Dick, and Harry out there, because that's really not, listen, it's your business. You know where to go. You know where to buy. There are things that you need and things that you don't need. Okay. And once I learned how to trade, by the way, I was semi-retired within, I would say, 2 years. That's how good I got. It took me about 6 months to learn it, because, today's technology, you learn a lot quicker. Back then it was a little bit harder. But what I've learned, I'm like, you know what? This is like taking candy from a little kid. Now, the point I'm getting to is this. I wanted to go on my own because back then we had to split the profits to work for somebody. Okay. Using their money, you had to split the profits, and you had to pay for your expenses. It's almost like saying in today's times, hey, you got to go pay for training, or you got to go to college first, whatever it is. And people like today, they just ignorant and just cheat, and you know what? That's good for you and me, because those are the people we want to trade against. We want to trade against the ignorant, the uneducated people that think they could figure out on their own, because we're going to be smarter than that. And you're going to see that in the trading room, because when you come and join me, you're going to see how it is. Now, now getting back to why I teach is because when I left, my mentors taught me, says, Fausto, just because we taught you how to trade, don't you think you're going to be successful on your own? You have to teach other people, and you got to trade with a team. So being the pioneer, you can call me the godfather of trading. You can, whatever you want to call me, the founder of it. When I started, there was only a couple of hundred of us. Now you got thousands of people around the world doing it. And believe me, a lot of schools that you see out there are my students. Okay. Everybody just finds their own niche. But the thing is, when it came down to it, I need to train people that I could trade with. Okay. Like getting back to Pedro. Pedro, once you learned how to paint, okay, did you not have to learn how to hire employees, right? And train them so they could help you? You can't do everything yourself. So you need a staff. And that's how you become a good trader. You got to surround yourself with good traders. Okay. Keep getting this pop-up window. Sorry about that. You got to be able to find those traders. And that's what I'm going to introduce you to. I am going to introduce every single one of you to come in my trading room and to see the people and join us. But before I do that and waste your time, my time, and my staff's time, let's go through this and go and figure out what we're going to be learning and what we're going to be doing. Okay. Sounds fair? All right. So why are you here? Okay. You're here, okay, to start making money. I know we're tired of losing money, but the biggest thing that I've learned as a trader is that you can't learn how to make money first, where you first have to learn how to stop losing money. So once you stop learning how to lose it, then you'll start making money. The winners take care of themselves. It's the losers you have to worry about. Now, a question to all of you here, and let me just bring up my little questionnaire. Okay, so I'm gonna launch a poll right here. Could you guys just tell me just what kind of trader is everybody? You know, I'm not gonna sit there and chat. Just click the button: stock, options, futures, forex, 401ks. What do you guys? What are you guys? I'm gonna share these results with everyone too. Okay, so as you guys are doing that, I'm actually a stock trader. I do some swing trading, I do some investing, and I do a lot of day trading. How do you become a good swing trader? Is you got to know how to day trade. How do you become a good investor? You got to be a good day trader. Okay. Do I do a little options, which some of you here are doing it? Yes, I do a little options, but to me, options is very risky. There's so many ways around it, and you can't be a good options trader if you don't even know how to trade the stock. So for all you options traders out there, unless you're trading stock first and you're a good stock trader, you basically, you know, you train 10 times harder. Okay. Futures and forex. Listen, if you're not making money within 3 months of what you're doing with futures and forex, I think it's time you got to change. You're going to have to change, you know, careers. It's pretty much the same what we're doing. You know, 70% of it's all psychology and discipline, but the other 30% is just a different style. Okay. So I'm going to share these results so you can see everybody out there, what you guys were ranked in. So it's good. We got a lot of stock traders. Okay. So, and if you are looking to day trade, guess what? You're in the right place. All right. So, the big thing about CTU is that I just want you to see in this picture, just look at the people in this room. Don't you feel like some of them look like you? They're engineers. They are professors. They are border control, people that work on oil rigs, grandmas, grandpas, you know, web designers, business owners. They're just like you. Okay. And trading, they realize it's not a full-time job. So if you have a job, you could do this on the side, especially now. One of the biggest issues we had a long time ago is that a lot of people wanted to do this, but they couldn't because of their bosses wouldn't allow them to do it in the office. Now everybody's working from home. Now you could do it. All right. So the thing is, when it comes to trading, we got to know how to play the game. Now, for everybody here, before I start teaching you my great strategy, okay, I want you to understand that if you want to watch my trades, you're going to have to come in my trading room, okay? I'm not going to go out there and start showing you some reports and look at this trade, look at that trade. First of all, I think that's ego, being an ego. And like, look how great I am. That doesn't make you money, right? I mean, like, that's just like thrown in your face. I want you to come in my trading room and see if other traders that we trained and see if they make money, right? Right. So Eon, so like I said, when you, at the end of this presentation, you're going to see it live in the market because anybody could post up, you know, fake reports. Okay. All right. So flashback, let's talk about some of the stocks that we traded, and we'll talk about some things that are moving today. I'm going to show you why they're going up and going down. Flashback webinar. Have you remember the stock WKHS? Stock goes in, it goes from $2 to $19. Guess what? Now the stock is at $24. Okay. All-time highs. So the point is this, the stock becomes a day trade, then becomes a swing trade. All right. Now, that's the goal that you have to understand when it comes to trading. You have to understand what happens over the course of the day, which trickles into a swing trade. So you can go to the video, you can watch it. You can see all the videos that we have. We broadcast everything live, so you can see what happens and why we call them out. But how we find stocks like STSA, Workhorse, whatever. The first most important thing we look at is we work off a scanner which shows us the big percentage gainers and losers. Okay. Like I told you, I don't know anything about STSA. I don't know anything about Workhorse. I don't know anything about them. All I know is that the stock was on the biggest percentage gainer list And that's what I want to trade. I want to trade stocks that have good volatility and good liquidity. Okay. Now, the problem with this is that everybody looks at this list and like Fausto, there's over 25,000 stocks. How do you know out of the top 25, the one that's going to give you the least amount of risk with the high amount of reward? Well, that's what you need. That's what I'm about to show you. So it's not about the news, and don't worry about the news and everything else, because news to me, just builds liquidity. I don't know how to interpret it, news. I've seen companies have great earnings and they still go down. I've seen stocks that didn't get FDA approval, like we saw today with STSA. Who the hell knew it was going to go from 25 down to 4? Was it really that bad? Yeah. I guess for the street it is, but how do you know that? And how do you prevent from failing? Well, the thing is this: you got to go from Main Street to Wall Street. And you got to learn how to keep things very, very simple. You got to have the right tools. Now, if you look at this picture, hold on, I'll get my little pointer over here so you guys can follow along. Where am I? There we go. It's my spotter. Okay. So what I'm about to show you is this. You see over here that like these monitors, okay? See those monitors? So anyway, I was a NASDAQ trader, okay? A NASDAQ market maker. And basically, it is a system that we use. What I'm going to show you. Do you notice? Do you guys notice anything unusual about these screens? And I think what I want you to kind of notice is: do you guys see any charts anywhere, or do you see just numbers? What do you guys see? What are you focusing on? Right, numbers. I don't really see that many charts. So if these guys are not using it, why in the hell are you using them? Okay. The idea is this: you don't want to, focus on the past. You want to predict the future. And that's what I'm about to show you. So there are a couple of ways that how we monitor the activity in today's markets. There are different levels of platforms that we use. We got a level 1 version, a level 2 version, a level 3 version. Now, does anyone here have level 2? Just quick yes or no. Anybody here have level 2? A lot of brokerage firms do offer it. Danny, you have it? Okay. Guy, you have it? All right. So listen, level 2 has been outdated since the 90s. It's actually worthless. Really, there's really no benefit because it's free. By the way, anything that's free, just do yourself a favor, run away. Nobody works for free. So you got to be focused on the actual platform. But let me explain to you, then we're going to talk about level 3. I'm going to show you how to follow the high frequency trades, the dark pools, and all that good stuff. So anyway, with level 2, when you look at it, it looks like it gives you some cool data. You could see the buyers, which is on the bid. And you can see the sellers on the offer. You could see MMID, which means market maker ID. You could see size, which means amount of shares he wants to buy at that price. The problem with this is that it's only showing you their best bid and their best offer, the best price they want to buy it and the best price they want to sell it. It's not showing you all the orders. So it's pretty much, not giving you all the data that you need. Now, there's something that's called NASDAQ Total View. So let me go out there and let me just ask everybody a question here. Now, do you guys have, I actually call it level 3. So can everybody just tell me, do you have level 3 access, yes or no? And by the way, if you're a student, please do not answer this the way, because you obviously have it now. But I want to share this results because what I'm trying to do is I want you to feel that you've been trading blind your whole life. I want you to make you realize that you're here to make money, right? And you're probably looking for that secret sauce. You're trying to find a person that can mentor you and show it to you. And you know what? You are in the right place. You're on that right path. But it all starts right here, okay? This, ladies and gentlemen, runs 70% of the volume in the market. Now, you think about this for a second. Scratch all those charts and, all those pieces of papers and the news. 70%. 70%. If you're able to know where 70% and see those buyers and sellers, what is that worth to you? What is that worth? 70% of the volume. When I took my job and I fell off my chair and I'm like, I mean, it's worth a lot. You know what they told me? Would you pay $1,000 a month for it? And then everybody's like, well, I didn't make any money yet. I mean, I'm 22 years old. Where am I going to get $1,000 out of my pocket, right? They're like, listen, you are here to buy a $250,000, $500,000 job, right? If you own a restaurant, you can't own a restaurant without paying rent, you know, and having space, right? So there's things that you have to buy and things you don't have to buy. So for $1,000, I'm like, all right, well, you know, I want to learn this business. What is it? Let me talk about it. Well, first of all, it's not $1,000 anymore. Now it's $15. 15 lousy, stinking cents is going to show you where 70% of the volume. Now, let me show you how it works. And you're going to fall off your chair and you're going to sign up for half that price when we get towards the end. Okay. So this is going to be really, really disturbing. So NASDAQ, by the way, there's a video on our website. We'll actually play it at the end. I'm on NASDAQ. I was a regular guest talking about, you know, how to use their software. So, and they're just amazed that not too many people use it because they keep getting hooked on something else. But basically what this is going to show you is you're going to see where all the brokerage firms are, where all the institutions are, and most importantly, where the insiders are. Okay. Who doesn't want to follow the dominating brokerage firms in the stock that own most of the shares? Who doesn't want to follow the institutions where they're putting their orders? I mean, who doesn't want to know that? Let me tell you something right now, and you probably should log out and leave right now. Let me end the poll. Hold on. If you feel that, because I don't want to waste your time, because this, if you don't think this is important, then I'm not the right fit for you. If you feel like you like your Fibonacci, if you feel like you like, you know, you missed your Bollinger Bands or your scanners, I'm not the right fit. What I've learned is that if you want to be successful, don't be an analyst. Just follow the money. Just follow the big boys. So I already asked you this question about level 3 NASDAQ total. It looks like a lot of you don't have it. By the way, I don't work for NASDAQ. They don't pay me. I send them a lot of students there. But when you start seeing what this is, you're going to see how important it is, because when you come in my trading room and you see us use this, you're going to fall off your chair. But let me show you how it works first, okay? All right. So what we're looking at is this is a NASDAQ book viewer. And I'll show you where to get it when you come my trading room. You just get it right from NASDAQ's website. So basically, you're going to have a list of buyers and you have a list of sellers. Now, basically what you're looking at is a big chat room, okay? And we're all, actually, believe it or not, you are all connected into this platform. When you place your order through a brokerage firm, it's getting routed right through NASDAQ. It's going to come up here. But the problem is they don't show you that because they're actually trading against you, which is another story on its own. So anyway, so how it works is this. You got the buyers, you got the sellers. So you got orders. Let me just get the crayon here. So you got orders, you got shares, and you got the buy price. So whoever wants to buy the stock for the most amount of money is up on top. Whoever wants to buy for less money is down at the bottom. So what you're looking at is what we call a negotiated market. So it's basically a big chat room. That's what it is. And on the sell side, whoever wants to sell for the least amount of money is up on top. Whoever wants to sell their shares for more money is down at the bottom. So if you want to trade DraftKings and you want to buy it at 41.98, you'll be joining this guy with these amount of orders, and you'll be added to this price. So if you want to buy 1,000, you want to buy 1, you want to buy 100,000, you'll be added right down here at the bottom. That is the raw data of how the market works. Okay. Now, let me erase this and let me go to the next slide. Okay. So now how do we use this data? So let me ask everybody a question. Does anybody here know how to read a chart? Anybody here know how to read a chart? Danny, you do? You're the only person? Pedro, do? Guys, there are over 100 people in here. What are you afraid of? What are you scared of? Abby, Alan, Carl, Derek, Jack, Marco? Guys, don't be shy. Don't be scared. Nobody's going to rat you out to your spouse that you're only here like, oh my God, how many they don't see me? I don't know what I'm doing. Don't worry about it. I've been there. I've done that. Okay. Be happy. Okay. So if you said yes, could I tell you that 80% of you are reading charts backwards? You're probably like, you know how much money I spent to learn how much hour, I hate to say it, you are. Okay. And I'll prove it to you. The problem with a chart is everybody's looking at what happened in the past, right? But the past is not indicative of the future. It's a good barometer, but it doesn't really concrete prove that that is your support and resistance levels. Here at CyberTrading University, we try not to teach support and resistance. We try to teach you buyers and sellers. Big difference, because support and resistance could be broken. Buyers and sellers can't, because it's the buyers and sellers that make that support and resistance. So let's look at the stock SPCE, right? So you can see how the stock started here at 1825, went all the way up to about 1960, and then came right back down to 1825 again, and went right back up to 1940. Now, why did it stop at 1925? Why didn't it go to 18? Why didn't it go to 17? Why didn't it stop at 19? Why 1825? What is the reason? Why did it stop there? Well, it's not because what happened in the past. Is because there was a buyer on NASDAQ for 100,000 shares. That's the only reason why. It's not what happened last time. It's what's happening right now. And right now, there's an order out there of 102,000 shares. Think about it. Do you trust this guy at 2 shares? I mean, who the hell's out there 2 shares? Well, you know what? Some people do trade 2 shares, okay? Or maybe somebody's practicing. I don't know. 500 shares, 900 shares, 100,000 shares, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? That is a buy order of 100,000. What do you think is going to happen when we get down to 1825? Oh, makes sense. Now I understand what makes a support level. Support levels are made from buyers. And the only way to get confirmation if that is a real support level is that if the buyer's out there, what he's probably was there at the past, but he's there in the future. Okay. Justin, we're going to talk about spoofing in a little bit. Okay. And we're also going to talk about fake orders. All right. Because I know that's the first thing, which I'm just curious. Where did you guys learn that? All right. So let's look at Intel. Intel, over the course of the day, went from $47, and in a matter of 15 minutes, it shot up and hit $50. That is a $3 move. 1,000 shares, that would be a $3,000 profit in 15 minutes. Where are you going to make that? Oh, yeah, I forgot. Trading. Problem is, how do you secure that $3,000 profit? Because if you didn't, within 30 minutes, it went right back down to 47. Now think about it. How many times has that happened to you? You went out there, you had a profit, and you're like, oh, look, this is great. I'm making money. And then you go to the bathroom, you come back, and like, holy crap, I'm losing. I just went out there and I just ordered a new car. How did I end up losing? Well, hello, did you realize that there was about a 294,000 share seller sitting over here at $50? Now, please don't tell me like, oh, 50 is a whole number. It's just, it's part of the Greek rule, the Greek gods, and, and it's a number. Listen, I don't care who the hell people tell you about that. Stop with all that superstitious stuff. The bottom line is there's a 294,000 share seller out there. And if you think you're smarter than him because of some of your rules or whatever, you know what? Let me know how that works out for you. Okay. And Danny, you're laughing. But you're shocked, Danny. I listen to other people, and some people get sold this crap, and I feel bad because I hate seeing people lose money. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. Why not just do it right the first time? There's a big seller. Are you going to question that guy? You know how much money that is? By the way, there are 461 orders around the entire world trading this stock right here, trying to get out at $50. Do you really you're going to question that? Okay. No wonder why the stock came back down. Now you understand about buying and selling, not support and resistance. Let's go to the chart, because some of you guys say you know how to read a chart. So let's put it to the test. Let's look over here. We're looking at Macy's. Okay. Macy's. What is the, actually, let me do a poll. Okay. Let me launch the poll. Okay. Is this stock going up or down? Let's see how you guys answer this question. Up or down? I'm just waiting to count to see if, wow, this is pretty interesting. Okay. There we go. All right. By the way, if you don't answer this question, like I said, don't take it in a bad way. You should not be trading. You really should not be trading. If you can't answer this question, it's a quick up or down. Just put it in there, up or down. That's all you have to do. Okay? Up or down. All right, let me share the results. And I always get a kick out of this. So if you ever come in, why do you guys say it's going up? 88% of you said it's going down. 12% is going up. You know what? If you said it was going up, for the people say going up, unless you are just being cute or funny, you should quit trading. I don't understand how you could see this chart and tell me it's going up. I don't see it. Unless you could tell me, you could teach me something different. I don't even know why. The trend is your friend. Don't buck the trend. Okay. The trend is down. So if you said it was going down, congratulations, you're right. If you said it was going up, you may want to consider a new career. Okay. So now, well, Pedro, by the way, forget about, that's irrelevant. Oh, it's Macy's or it's listen, that's not where, that has nothing to do about what I'm talking about. I am here because I don't care about Macy's. I don't shop at Macy's. Okay. But the thing is, if I could short it, I'll make money. If it goes up, I'll make money. I just want to know one thing. The stock's got volatility for the day, and why is it going down? And when is it going to stop? So the question is this: when will this stock stop? What do we need for this stock to go up? Could you answer that question? What do we need? Congratulations. You just passed the first part of the test. Okay. Now, do you see buyers on the chart? Do you see buyers? No, I don't see buyers. I don't see buyers. Well, where do you see buyers? This is what's happening. You know, this is a 1 minute chart. So this is like 1 minute behind. Where's the guys 1 minute ahead? Where's the guys ahead? So how do we find these buyers? I mean, how do we find them? Do we buy a seat on the New York Stock Exchange? What do we do? Well, there's only one other way. We got to look at total view. Okay. So we're looking at Macy's, and what I'm looking for is a substantial buyer, because technically I make support. So I work my way down. So the price right now is 720, 3,000, 2,000, 1,000, 112. Oh, you got 66 orders out here for 24,000. You got 11,000. So you got a pretty significant buyer right there around $7. It's only 20 cents away. So why would I buy a stock now? Anticipation, it probably is going to test 7. Okay. So look what happened to Macy's on the chart. Went from 740, hit $7, went back to 720, came back to $7, went back to 730. Oh, that's a double top. Oh, that is, it's got 3 soldiers in red. No, listen, forget about all that fairy tale stuff. Okay. It's in all the rainbows and puppy dogs that you're seeing. It's a buyer right there at 7. He's clear as day, and that explains the only reason why that stock is going up. Okay? So you could stop and pretend all you want. Daddy's laughing out loud. Listen, I know you guys are laughing out loud, but this is what kills me, is because, you know, this is how the market works. There's no secret recipe out there. There's no hidden, you know, secret, you know, indicator out there. And like, this is how we trade. Listen, I live here in New York. It's the financial capital of the world. Okay. And you know what? People don't like us. You know, you see even politics. Oh, we gotta go after those traders. These people are manipulating the stock market. First of all, if you hate, why they hate us so much? You know why they hate us so much? Because we make so much money and people work so much harder. I could just sit here and just click one button and I can make money doing it. And guess what? Does that make me a bad person? Does that make you a bad person? Wouldn't you like to sit there and sit here at your house and spend more time with your family or your grandkids, or buy those things just by hitting a button? That's why you're here. Okay? That's why you're here. Problem is you haven't found the right way how to do it. And I'm trying to tell you and train you and show you, listen, this is the only way to do it. Just got to follow the money. It's that simple. Ivan says, if I were to manage a large amount of money, I would control the prices, in your opinion, and have the leverage to get a large profit. Well, Erwin, you know what? Listen, there's a lot of people trading it out there. And the thing is, you don't manage. And maybe one day you might working for some big company, but as of right now, you can't go out there and says, you know what? I'm going to compete against Home Depot. I'm going to open up a Home Depot. You know, you're not opening a Home Depot. If you want to get into the Home Depot business, you start opening up a little hardware store and work your way up, you know, and get backers and that. But once you start learning how to make this profitable first, okay? That's where you got to start somewhere. Now, question, anybody confused yet? Anybody lost? Just let me know. Everybody following along? Just give me a yes or no. Everybody following along? Just give me a yes or no. Yes, yes. So, question to everybody. How do stocks go up and go down? How do they go up and down? Buyers and sellers. Very good. Buyers and sellers. I only showed you how to trade in 10 minutes. Imagine what I'll show you in a week. Okay? In a week. This 10 minutes, a week coming after that. Now, let me tell you what I'm looking for. Why would I waste my time being here? Okay? Well, the reason why I'm wasting my time being here is because I need to find people like you that could help me find these big buyers out there, because there is actually no algorithm out there that does it. If I did, I would have invented it a long time ago. But we need to find people that I could work with, I could trade with, that could help me get the crumbs on the floor so we can make it together and compete against these big institutions and just follow their lead. That's all. Because I'm not a guy, you know, listen, these guys got to make millions of dollars a day. We're looking to make a couple of hundred, maybe a couple of thousand, some of you, you know, and you can just by following their lead. All right. You've been saying this for a while. All right. Let's look at this stock, PENN, P-E-N-N, without looking at some indicator, without looking at some chart, without looking at some heat seeker. Let's just go right to the data. So could everyone just tell me really quick, looking at this, where would you assume the resistance will be? Where would there be resistance in this stock right here? Remember, when you buy a stock, you have to have a game plan, right? If it's going down, you got to know where the buyers are. When the stock's going up, you got to know where the sellers are. Where is the game plan? Where is resistance levels on the stock? Well, you know what? Congratulations. If you said 56, you're absolutely right. Without even looking at a chart, without looking at anything, I could automatically assume, and I'm glad you guys, because a lot of you here, Erwin, Nate, Muhammad, you know, Guy, looks like you guys are getting it. You are the guys that want part of my team, okay? If you didn't see that, then obviously then I'm not the right fit for you. But you found that, you saw that, congratulations, because that's what I need. I need people to find that and spot that out, because we're scanning the market. We're trying to find it. Now, let's put it to the test. Looking at PENN right here, look what it did. It went up, hit 56, came back down, went to 56. Okay. You know, you don't need to see a chart to tell you it's resistance. It was that seller. It was that seller out there. Because look what ended up happening. Since 12 o'clock until the end of the day, it just did not want to get past 56. It just did not refuse. Actually, started at 11 o'clock. From 11 o'clock until now, you could sit there and you could scratch your head. I'm like, well, you know, it's got a bear flag. It's got, you know, I don't know what you guys think, whatever it is, but I'm just telling you, whatever your theory is, my theory is big seller out there. And that's the only reason why I didn't want to break it. Not because the market's doing bad, not because they didn't sign their next contract, whatever it is. It's because somebody out there in an institution is trying to get out that price. It's that simple. It's that easy. So what we call them here at CyberTrading University, actually, I came up with the word iceberg orders. I came up with that word, what happened with the Titanic. We all probably know what happened to the Titanic. Sad story, you know, big, beautiful ship. Only cared about the beauty of it, killed all those people because all it cared about was on top of the water. Didn't realize it's when it hit an iceberg, it's what's at the bottom of the water. And you know what? If you don't have the right, you know, you're looking at level 1. If you don't got the level 3 and look below it, you don't have the radar, you're going to sink. You got to know where those big orders are. Now, getting back to some of you here that were asking me the question about fake orders. Now, first of all, there's no such thing of fake orders, okay? A brokerage firm will not allow you to put a fake order out there. They just don't allow it, okay? If you find one, please let me know because I'll be a gazillionaire right now. So please, if you have a brokerage firm that'll let you do it, let me know. But these are all real orders. Now, can somebody cancel an order? Of course you could cancel an order. Everybody could cancel an order. You could cancel an order, you know, but that legally, you know, that's a real order, okay? Now, how do we know from a cancel order to an order that got executed? Here's another window which a lot of you guys are not using. And I am what's called a tape reader. If you ever read any of the old books, if you read my book, How to Beat Market Makers at Their Own Game, you can buy it on Amazon. It's a very fast read, by the way. I was trained to be a tape reader where I just read the tape. And part of the tape starts with something called a time and sales window. So if you look right here, we have two colors. We got the reds and greens. Reds mean transactions are going off on the bid. Greens are going in the offer. And you can look at the stock right here. The stock went to 12 and shot away to almost $14. Whatever happened to this seller? Well, what happened to this seller, he got executed. So they bought it. Look all these transactions, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12, 12. You know, that could, I don't know if you know that, but that could happen. Somebody could actually say, oh, you know, you want to sell? I'm a buyer, actually. I really want the stock. And by knowing that the guy's getting executed, what caused that big rally in the stock? I mean, how many times you've been in the stock and like, holy crap, why is this thing going up so fast? It was at a major resistance. Well, you probably didn't know that there was a big seller out there and that somebody went out there and bought it from him. And believe me, he's not the only guy who knows that. Anyone that is a trader, that is a floor trader, or students that we trade know what that means. Now think about this for a second. How much better and smarter trading decisions would you have made if you were able to see this data? I mean, how many times have you bought a stock? I'm going to tell you something really funny. How many times have you bought a stock and as soon as you bought it, the damn thing goes down? And then you waited for everything, you waited for that perfect storm, and then finally you sell the stock and you say, you know what, I can't take it anymore, I'm losing money. And as soon as you sell it, the damn thing goes up. And you feel that somebody's watching you. Ever happen? Many times with you, Danny, right? And I say this to every time. You know what? It's not that they're watching you, Patrick and Julie and Martha. It's that you are not watching them. Oh, now it makes sense. And that is what turned me to say, you know what? I told my mentor when I first got started, I will pick up your coffee every morning. I will pick up your laundry. You teach me this stuff. And if I could be like you and live in a really nice house and take care of my family, I will do whatever it takes. Okay. If you could teach me this, if this really does work and this really makes sense and you got this beautiful office, then I'll do whatever it takes to get there. And that is why I'm where I am today. That's why CyberTrading University, I don't know if you know this, but we are endorsed by more brokerage firms than any school in the industry. We are the longest running school in the industry. Okay. We've trained more people, almost more than anybody in the industry. And just on that, we have a AAA rating on Better Business Bureau. We got a 5-star rating on Google. Okay. And we don't even ask for it. We don't go out there and tell us to. They just do it on their own. Why is that? Because they know what we teach works. Okay. And that's why you're here. You're here to benefit from that. You're here to kind of learn why it's all about. Now, one thing I didn't get time to share with you is that there is something called level 4. And level 4 is going to make you fall off your chair. This I'm going to save when you guys come in my trading room, because I can't do everything because we're running out of time right now. Can't believe what time it is right now. We got less than 10 minutes. But imagine where you were now before you started. Imagine if you just knew how to play the game and able to see, you know, where these buyers and where these sellers are and how they run up and get things executed and all that good stuff. I'm going to teach you all that stuff. But remember, what is my ultimate goal? My ultimate goal is I'm looking to train traders that I can make money with. I'm looking to recruit people to be part of my team, because that's the only way you could really be successful. Now, please keep in mind, a lot of you really don't qualify, okay? But you won't know that until you come into the trading room, because most people are sitting out there doing it and they just don't know what they're looking at. They're sitting there, they're trying to figure out on their own, they're shopping, they're watching all these YouTube channels, they're getting alerts on their phone. Hey, you want to make money on the stock market? You know, you get those, you know, you're on YouTube and you get those quick, listen, we don't do any of that stuff. We don't have to, okay? But we're also not looking to be, I'm not looking to high, you know, I'm not looking to put 2,000-3,000 traders in my room. First of all, we don't have that. And you don't want to be in a room like that. That's just chaos. And that's manipulation, by the way. Okay. The thing you got to understand is how to keep things very simple. Keep it super simple, learn how to play the game, and we'll make a lot of money together. But let me show you, not me, let me introduce you to some other people like we've trained and see how they make money. That's the only way you're going to know if it really works. Okay. But understand one very important thing. You don't need a lot of money to make this a very successful career. I mean, look at SDC, you know, at 9:30 this morning, ran from 11 to about 13. Did you really need to make $2? No, but if you made 50 cents on 1,000 shares, it's $500. You really don't need, you don't have to make a very successful, make a lot of money, make this really that successful, which is awesome. And by the way, what the hell is 50 cents anyway? That's like nothing. Be like 50 cents. But then when you add those numbers on, like, holy crap, it adds up pretty quickly. So the thing is this, every single one of you here need mentors, okay? And you're going to need more than one. I know some of you here have taken some training courses with other people, and I want to know about it because that's going to help us make you a better trader, because we know all their styles. Some of them are even our students and our instructors. So want to make sure that you're on the right path. So when you register and join my trading room, we're going to give you a 5-question questionnaire that is a part of your application, so we know exactly, you know, a little bit about you. But everybody here needs mentors. I'm telling you right now, please don't get insulted. If you're not going to learn from somebody and you're going to take the time to spend the time to do it, just do not even trade at all. You'll end up losing more than what you put into it. I've done this for too many years, and I've seen people that were just very angry, very jealous, very rude. And I don't even tell any people what I do for a living, because I don't even want to get into that conversation. It's like, you know, when you tell people you don't talk about politics with anybody, I don't talk about politics with anybody because it's not going to go well. Okay. You don't talk about religion. You don't talk about, it just doesn't go well. People have very different views. So even like trading, like some people like, oh, you're a trader, you're going to lose all your money. I'm like, do you want to have a conversation about it without getting angry? And you know what I tell them? The first thing I tell them, I say, who trained you? Oh, what does that have to do with it? What does that have to do? Oh, I have to pay money? See what I'm saying? People get very defensive. So I don't really like to talk about with anybody else, but you know what? I know you probably don't either. So, but why don't you come in the trading room and see what it's all about? And that's how you start. So, and then you'll see why we love spending more time with our family, why we could do the things we want to do, buy the things we want to do. Okay. And you know what? I don't give any free gifts. Okay. I don't believe in free lunches. I'll teach you how to make your own money. You can buy your own gift. And that's what it's all about. It's just more appreciative. So this is what I want all of you guys to do. I'm going to put up a link right now, and I want everybody to get registered. And what's going to happen is this. All of you are going to get access to my trading room. And before you do that, you're going to see the professionalism of what we do here. First of all, you all going to be have to talk to one of my education advisors, because they have to make sure, know who you are and you say you are. Okay. We just don't invite anybody in the trading room. We're very, very strict who we let in this room because, we don't want to get hecklers. We don't want to get bloggers, like some people are just, people try to steal our content. So it's very important that we do things the right way. And so when you register, you're going to access your account once the advisor is going to tell you what to look. Because, even when you get in the room, you might even know what's going on. You're going to get confused. So you're going to get a lot of that stuff. Now, you're going to have access to the original trading room that I started 25 years ago. You're going to see all the traders in there, all our instructors. We actually start at 8 o'clock in the morning. We do an hour and a half before the market opens up. We do a lot of pre-market. It's actually where we found that one stock, STSA. And then we do a live audio broadcast at 9 o'clock, and we do another one at 2:30. So we got one that's coming up right after this. You can watch it live on YouTube, or when you're in our CyberGroup room, we broadcast in both places. So the thing is this, you're going to be watching Sunday football. This is basically what it is. It's not a teaching room. There's a trading room. So by being in the trading room, you're going to see people buying, selling, what we got in, what we got out. So you're all going to have access to that. All right. So that was that room that I just showed you right here. Here's the live one. I'm not moving it. Oh, here we go. So you can see all the students in here that are trading together. You can see Josh, the instructor, is talking back and forth with the students and so on. Okay. All right. So this is what it's going to cost. It's not free because I'm not looking for people. I'm not looking for free lunches. It's cost $9. That's it. $9. The $9 basically just proves to me that you are a real person. You say who you are. Okay. And this is what you're going to get. You're going to get the CyberGroup room. You're going to get 3 daily market meetings, a morning and afternoon watch list, your own personal education advisor, a weekly live Q&A session that we do live in the trading room. You're going to get 100 hours of recordings, all for $9. It's like, why is it so cheap? Well, it's basically the $9 is just an application fee. That's really what it comes down to. We want to know you say you are and who you are. What's going to happen is that after you register and you're in the trading room, the first 20 people are going to get a free consultation from me. And that is where we're going to discuss and see where you want to go with this. I know some of you guys have bought some training courses with other people. When's the last time you spoke to the owner? And you're probably gonna be like, why would he want to speak to me? Well, think about it. If I was your boss and I'm looking to hire an employee, you think we're just going to let you come work in my office? No, we got to talk to you first. I got to see if you really have it, if this is for you or not, because let me tell you, it's not for everybody. And I know a lot of people might make you think it's for all of you, but it's not. So I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you, hey, could you do this? Could you do that? Are you well funded? Who's your broker? Where'd you learn? What are you doing right now? Because you know what? That's why we have such a very good reputation here at CTU. That's why I've been around for so long. You think I want to be able to have somebody go out there and say, oh, he took all my money and I lost it. I shouldn't have been doing this in the first place. Well, let me be honest with you. But it all starts with that $9. So click on that button right there, pay the $9, Get in the trading room, fill out your questionnaire, book your appointment, and let's make a lot of money together. Okay. Now I got a couple of minutes here. I'm going to answer some questions, and then I'm going to read off a couple of people that just registered. Wow, you guys are pretty quick. Let me see. Nate says I missed the first 20 minutes of the session. Will you post the recordings? Yes, Nate. Absolutely. And you're going to see some of the stocks that we traded that you probably missed. That's the beauty of it. But you know what, Nate? Oh, and by the way, you know what? Even better yet, just pay the $9. If you're not happy in a week, I'll give you money back, you know, but that's another thing. Honestly, I really don't need the $9. I just need to know if you're a real person. What else we got here? Giovanni says, I did it. And no, they never answered. Can I please get your email? Well, my email is right here. I'll give you my email. By the way, if you have any questions, Fausto PSCTU corp.com. There you go. There's my personal email. $9. That's it. It's $9, Detroit. There it is. $9. Giovanni says, I meant when I bought another course. Yeah, Giovanni, listen, I get it. You know what I mean? And, but I'm glad you did, because I know you're going to get something out of it, because, you know, you're going to understand it. But this is the way I look at it, Giovanni. If you didn't take a course with somebody else, you probably wouldn't have found me in the first place, because they obviously didn't do a good job. All right. But I'm glad that you obviously made somewhat of an investment. But imagine that there are people out there that don't make any investment, and they just go out there and they try to do this on, you know, Robinhood, not knowing that Robinhood's selling their orders to somebody else and they're trading against you. You know, these are all the things that you have to learn about come to trading. Dean says you joined me about 3 months ago. You need to template. Yeah, so no problem. Just email me, Dean, and I'll be able to send it to you. Okay. All right. Couple of questions here, guys. Let me see. I got a couple of people that registered. So I want to do a couple of shout outs. So what we got here? Victor, I just got your registration for Winnipeg, Canada. Listen, fellow Canadian, there's 20% of the traders in the room are all Canadians. I've been going to Canada for the past 18 years. The language works. Everything works. Doesn't matter what country you play in, but you're going to meet a lot of good friends in there from Canada. Who else we got here that just registered? Justin Burns from Jacksonville, Florida. All right, go Jaguars. Who else we got here? Daniel Flores from Ontario, California. All right. These keep coming in. Any other questions, by the way? Let's see what else I got here registered. You hear that bing in the back? That's you guys registering. I'm just reading off my phone. You could probably see it right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. A little bit easier than showing it. John Rogers from Michigan. Just got your registration. Listen, very important, like I told you. There's a questionnaire. Once you fill it out, you got to fill that in because it tells a little bit about you. You got to talk to an education advisor. Book your appointment as soon as you can. The earlier, the better. So, and I would start on Monday. Start watching your videos over the weekend so you get a little bit more about. If you want to get right away, listen, get in tomorrow. I mean, listen, the faster you register, the faster you make your appointment, the faster you can get into the room. But you got to talk to an education advisor before they get in it, because you're going to be confused. You're going to be lost. You're like, oh, what's going on? I mean, okay, great. But let us do it the right way. Don't do it the shoemaker way. Okay. Yes, Giovanni, if you register, you will get the TradeStation layout. I have a layout that we built. I've done a lot of training for TradeStation. Good platform regarding for direct access brokers. Be happy to give it to you. Don't worry about that. Do we call them or they call us? Danny, we're going to call you, but if you got a little, you know, fire in your ass, you could call in and you could book it immediately. Okay. But you're going to get an email reply that lets you know who your education advisor is. I don't know how many spots of it, but I see a lot of you. Listen, there's over 100 people are in here, so it looks like a lot of people are registering. So everything looks good. And if you don't get a hold of me, you know, like I said, if I get full, you can always talk to one of the other instructors. Okay. remember, the goal is we just want to see, we're looking for people we could trade with. All right. And, you know, some of you can do it. Some of you can't, you know, but it doesn't mean you should not try first. So before you get discouraged and think it's not for you, let us do this. Pay $9. You got nothing to lose. We'll give you $9 back at the end of the week. If it's really, you really need it back, we'll give it back to you. But let's see what other people are doing with their making money. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm going to get ready for the market opens up. Don't go anywhere, because as you guys register, we're going to play a quick video of me on NASDAQ talking about NASDAQ Total View. And listen, if it's good for them, it's got to be good for you. They would never have me on their show if they thought I was teaching was not important. So listen to one of the interviews. It's actually the last one I did before they closed down the NASDAQ Center in Manhattan, because it obviously hasn't been open ever since. So that was one of the last interviews. So watch it, and as you watch it, enjoy it, register, and I'll see you on the trading room. Thanks for watching, everyone. Good luck and happy trading. Be safe.